when you're like in English class or something and your teacher is just simply explaining your task to you. But then you decide to start a very loud conversation with your best friend. She notices you and your teacher gives you that look that really says no. She's like, oh wait. You both look at her like, I'm so sorry. Was my lesson interrupting your conversation? It's fine, guys, seriously, I'll wait. I'm like, thank you, sister, because I've still got to go through all the drama with my best friend. And last time I checked, you were teaching in our conversation.
Like, why is everyone like this? So, like, imagine that you're, like, in math class and then you just wanna speak with your best friend, like, so badly that you start talking and then your teacher is like, why do you want to speak when I'm doing my job? And then I start screaming when the whole class starts like speaking. Like, thank you for screaming when I was talking. It's just like, I love it when you can like be at home, but then you're going on vacation and then you can't invite your friend over because you're far away from your best friend or your friend. So like, why is it so sad to like lose the control of your best, of your like friendship, when you can't invite anyone over because you're at somewhere else?
Had that one kid in primary school who would literally ruin everything for the class. Like, say if the teacher was doing that 1 minute silence thing because we were talking too much in the lesson, and then we'd lose like a minute of our break time. But if someone such as made a sound, then like we'd have to start all over again, like blah de blah de blah. There would always be that one kid who thought he was an actual comedian because he kept on making bloody gorilla noises in the 1 minute of silence, and then we'd have to keep on starting the time all over and all over again, and this dude just wouldn't stop. And he didn't even, he was not even funny. He sounded like a bloody demented goose. Like, are you okay? And then we'd get onto the playground, and then there'd be these group of boys who were like hella mad, and they were like, oh my god, you lost 5 minutes on our break time, like fight me. And then there'd be year 6 beef, and then we'd have that depressing talk with the teacher about how, oh my god, you're the top of the year, like we like look up to you, like you should be better than this. We literally had,
I failed my test today. R.I.P. my grades. Hey, I'd have to tell my mom. R.I.P. my life. Hey, I failed my test today. R.I.P.
is it just me, or am I the only one when I'm on YouTube basically an ad pops up and it's Grammarly? So basically it goes, do you ever need help with your writing? Well, we got the now. I don't need help. I've gotten through elementary school, okay? And I'm currently in middle school, so yes! Is it just me, or am I the only...
And this to someone who takes 6 billion quillion.
Story time on how I was kidnapped by my insane dad. Okay, so boom. This all began at the time when I was 8 years old. So my teacher was off for whatever reason, so we had a substitute teacher. The substitute teacher ended up being my dad, but I didn't know he was my dad at the time. But I always had a bad feeling when I was by him. One day after class, my dad asked me to stay to talk to him. But because I always had a bad feeling about him, I just made up an excuse and told him that I couldn't stay after class. And even when I gave him that excuse, he told me just give him a second. But again, he was weird. Anyways, the next day at school, we had free time, and the whole time he was staring at me. It was actually almost my birthday, and I was passing out invitations to my classmates. Well, somehow he got a hold of one of my invitations. My birthday went by, and everything was fine until the next day. It was Sunday, and my mom was at work, and I was babysitting my two little sisters. And this is where it gets scary. Okay, so boom, like I said, it was Sunday, and my mom was at work, and I was babysitting my two little sisters. When I went to go get my sisters a snack, I heard something. I got scared, and I immediately called my mom on our emergency phone. She looked at the cameras, and there was nothing there, but I kept on hearing something. So I took my mom's old flip phone, and I grabbed my two little sisters. I brought them to my room in our secret crawl place, and I gave my older little sister the flip phone. I told my little sister to stay there and to not come out until I come back, and that if I didn't come back, to call the police and stay hidden until the police came. I grabbed my bat and went downstairs, and guess who it was? My insane dad. So that's when he told me that he was my dad and that he had proof. So I went with him to get him away from my little sisters, and that's when he threw me into his truck. I texted my sister the signal before he took my phone, like for part 3. Okay, so boom, like I said, my dad threw me into...
Life happens between swipes and...
You are crazy. So like the first time I ever went to math class, it sucked. Like almost every single day I have annoying. I don't hate that. If you don't hate that, I think you're a bit crazy for not liking it. I mean, for liking it, but I don't like what they like, but I don't like it. And if you don't like it, it's okay.